announcement? Week 5? Because that's our last week, I
whatever
believe.
the last match is that we're doing, that's when I'll be doing the draw.
Yeah, imagine.
Now, so you're not really caring all that much.
Yeah. Well, I think Blackready carries this game here for Galaxy Racer. Like, I've seen RACER so far throughout some games, and he's looking incredibly strong. Although that's just the change from knee. Maybe it's a bit of a caster's curse, Alacrity. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. See some pulling shenanigans up top. Dumbot KP, he has started with the axe Arfu with the Bassi. That's going to be really nice. That Bassi did get changed a little bit. At least the aura got reduced to 1, but the holder gets a little bit more now.
Sure. I'm liking the bit of a safety net that this Abaddon provides as well. You know what I mean? On Galaxy Racer, so basically just got the Stampede for that, and that's an ultimate thing.
How's
later on, you can flex it.
does break. He's going to be careful how far he pushes up as well.
You'll get away. I mean, he's already level 5. He's doing a pretty good job against this Centaur. That's the thing, like, you have to get so up in their face to get any sort of last hits as the Centaur, and you can see he's suffering already at a 600 net worth advantage here, a full level behind the Monkey King. He's got the extra range to be able to catch him up here.
And it's to be expected against this Monkey King. So this is where RACER have to recognize that this is the shield going to be enough? It's not an Alacrity. She's going to be careful how he continues to chase here, because this Eye of the Storm maxed out plasma fields a lot of damage.
He's just laughing at Mushi. Doesn't have the mana for the missile. Well, would it? 7 minutes in?
It doesn't cost a lot.
It doesn't, and I suppose their tower push isn't that insane on Galaxy RACER, so if he did die back, it's not like he would have just lost a tower.
Mushi so far through this game, I've been very impressed with his positioning though. Like, he hasn't had to play with the Monkey King. He's been putting a lot more emphasis on giving Nia a decent time, because the Ember RACER matchup is not the greatest, but you see he's still doing relatively okay. This is still off the back of the help of the Abaddon.
You're just going to forget about wanting into that kick?
Yeah. Mushi, and that's a double for the Ember. Well, I was saying that I thought RACER might be able to be the big boy of this game, but Neo still looking to continue on from his momentum in game one. This is a great start for SMG. I mean, top lane has been won. You know, bottom lane is just the question right now. KP is actually behind the net worth of his counterpart position 3.
I mean, that's because he's been having to lane 2 heroes this entire time, whereas it's been a 1v1 matchup up top. It's obviously much easier for the Centaur, even though you've got the less than advantageous matchup. And this is the first rotation we've seen from 3-4-3. He's just going to die immediately.
Stampede in now, but Earth Spirit silenced incredibly fast, so Polo's unable to use any of the combo. Alacrity even coming over, but it's not going to matter. SMG supports right now are just doing way too much around the mid lane compared to Galaxy Racers.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing with picking the Warlock, right? You have to sit in lane. That's your job. You don't have any mobility spells. You're not good at rotating. You don't have stun. So unless they're like diving super deep and you can get something in exchange for it, there's not really much reason to rotate. And I feel like SMG, they're taking advantage of how passive you have to play. Just again, making sure those runes are guarded. Why not? It's top. It's a regen rune. Oh, you gotta be quick though. Afu. Oh, even sniped it.
Oh no, Neo.
In the
A decent amount stolen. They had the golem, but I feel like just a little bit too fast. You can't be popping it on an
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nice by Alacrity though.
Yeah, at least he's gonna get a kill out of that. Was definitely needing a little bit of love in this game at the moment. We're seeing all our attention dragged to mid, and the side lanes are just having their own little solo battles, but Mizu top of the network. He's having a very good game right now for the Phantom Lancer, and still intrigued to see how Mizu, if this is going to be a little bit different of a game here for the PL, if he can carry this one.
Yeah, we shall see. Well, they're going to try and make that as hard as possible. We got the smoke coming through here from Nia and Afu. Don't have the vision to spot him out.
Top.
They have found Monkey King on the top side.
Rock Stampede dropped, and Monkey gonna tick out to the Magnetize along with a Shadow Word. Nice kill. They're gonna make sure they don't get picked off across the map now though for Galaxy Racer, because they did show a lot up top. They're gonna try and dump in. Are they diving too far into the tower? Where's the rotations? The TPs are available. They're coming a little bit too late. Mizu gets a kill on Afu, but you still lose your position too. Nia's out of remnants though. Flame Gods protect for a little bit. Nice double silence as well, but KP's up, drops the roar. Do they have the damage to bring down Mizu through the control? They do. Double for Nia, looking for more. The chains up in a couple seconds with the slow from the ball enables them to close the distance. As Galaxy Racer, they don't bring the numbers to actually defend that aggressive move that SMG put underneath the tier 1 tower there.
Yeah, I think 343 had to use his TP to get to the top side to get that kill onto MidOne, which, and again, very slow support is the Warlock, so by the time he would have had to walk down there, it would have been basically game over anyway. If he can make an attempt on this kill onto KYXY, if he doesn't have any, like, an Orb of Venom, Jigu Mastery, it might be enough to pick him off.
Okay.
I really feel like, you know, just an Orb of Venom. You don't need to finish it up, no Orb of Corrosion or anything like that, but if you were left in this 1v1 lane against the Centaur, I feel like it was a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, definitely. I guess he's just gone for really trying to speed up that Battle Fury timing.
I mean, killing the Centaur speeds that up.
Yeah, but definitely does. I'm just trying to think of MidOne's thought process.
Yeah, of course. He is a A-grade player, so it's not like he's just going to make these dumb mistakes. He's gone all in onto protecting him, giving him a good lane. That's why all of this pressure's around the mid lane. Well, now they're like, well, we've had our fun mid. Time for you to die, KYXY.
Is under attack.
Maybe if they could even get the Stampede out of him, that'd be great. Trying to get him to pop it super early, and then they're just going to pincer him from the bottom side.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What's the opposite of regicide?
Nice move. Just easy pick off from SMG. Heading up to MidOne. That is the... Holy moly. He's got Battle Fury already. MidOne is so... Then Nia and Co looking to just continue making some space across the map. The stroke of fate damage is fixed out. Now with the Soulbind leashes up the Phantom Lancer for the Warlock. Expire with a kick. Oh, he's on the high ground. Doppelgang is available, but Nia, can he get the damage? Mizu, Shadow Word, how's he still alive? Trench paying off massively. Mizu, no! Stampede is out. A-OK. Nia, though. At least SMG gonna try and find some extra kills on the side of Galaxy Racer. They drop the rock along with the roar, magnetize a lot of damage. SMG, they dive too far now, but how many heroes are they gonna lose? Mizu,
back.
He's coming back. He wants some revenge. He's like, you boys bring the pain. I want a couple of kills here, but MidOne, he's standing on a tree. Do they know? Do they know? I don't think they do.
He's waiting for that illusion to time out.
What?
MidOne, even you can't do it this much. He's gonna go in.
Like,
Say it again, you can take when you're up against KP with the double bores, you're just going to end up going down. And speaking of KP, it is going to be about a 17-minute ags on the offlane.
They got
Pretty
that
nice.
blink. See how... It's like, I don't know how much these boys have been screaming since the qualifier, but their running qualifiers was a bit lackluster, but this has just been back-to-back really dominating early game performances. It's not what, like an 8,000 lead like we saw at this stage in game one, but regardless, they are still making some incredible movements. And how do we feel right now for Galaxy RACER's wards? Because do you think they could be able to put them in a better positioning? Because it just feels like SMG are constantly scouting them, constantly finding these pickups across the map. Like, do they have to drop wards in the river location to see them moving up aggressively in the choke points? Like, what do you think Galaxy RACER can do right now against SMG's quick pickoffs?
I feel like this one that's just below where Nia is right now is perfectly fine. Every time they've looked to go onto the Radiant side of the map, it's been under a smoke though, so there's not really too much you can do about it. I think they need to be protecting perhaps their tri-camp a little bit more. I mean, that death on Paulson was just because it was way too deep. You know, it was the dead lane. You don't have an insane amount of ways to burst down these creep waves, so he just stays a little bit long, and when you're up against KP with the double bores, you're just going to end up going down. And speaking of KP, it is going to be about a 17-minute ags in the offlane. Pretty nice. In 1 second, and now they can try and re-engage. They get baited out by this though. You're probably going to want to wait for KP to have this. Timing for sure. Could rotate in. On the top side.
Lane. Nice rock drop. They find 3 for the Soulbind. Once again, leashing Galaxy RACER off. They drop the Wukong's command. The Stampede allows them to reset the fight. No one's died, and a lot of ultimates being committed. But Radiant are too weak to now defend the tier 1 tower.
That is true, so they're going to get something out of it, but that still was a little bit premature. You know, KP was just finishing up his ags. He's got
Radiant's middle tower
money for
has
it. Why
fallen.
hasn't bought it out yet? It's finally going to come through on the career now. It's a very different prospect now. You know, you've got this. You've nearly got the level 2 ultimate that you're going to be able to combine together with the Soulbind.
Radiant's middle tower is under
people
attack.
really like to focus on the just the axes on the Beastmaster as being the reason why it's OP. I feel like right now the level 20 talent as well, minus 35 damage on the cooldown on the Triangle Roar is insane, especially when you combine it together with the Grimstroke. And Spidey Sense is tingling a little bit here for KOXY as he runs into Mushi. Just got the balls to take it up. But see, it's not quite as
KOXY. Alacrity. Uses up Nia. They're going to drop the roll though. Centaur will lose his life. Mizu's going to try and deal with the R-Fu. The support will fall on the back. Mushi playing really far pushed up forward. He's got a killing spree for himself, and now with the TPR. And everywhere to cancel that. So it's a 2 for 1. You did see KP came over there to help out through that battle. Yeah, I was going to say he started doing Roche but left it. Now doesn't have the mana, so he might make a trip back to base and then attempt that one again.
Well, you've got the Ags, I believe, now finished up for MidOne as well. So that's a really nice way to be able to deal with this PL and all these encounters. You've got the Battle Fury, you've got the Ag Scepter. KP can be planned that a little bit more selfishly. You know, he's going to look to go for a pick-off, I would assume, and then just convert that into a Roche. It's nice and easy.
See Radiant just... Again, it seems like another game where it's all on Mizu. 3-1-0. Imclaw is really nice for a Phantom Lancer, but they have to play around this triangle camp. You said you wanted to see them do a better job at protecting around this area so that they could at least get some farm funneled into their core. But now it's also the factor that you've got to play near Roche because SMG have the capability of taking it incredibly early. And they don't have the rock though. It's down for another 20 seconds. Stampede's available, but Nia, he's just doing exactly his job this game. Up in the face of Galaxy RACER, pushing them away from the real key heroes. And Roche for free. Or is it for free? Ages up on the ground, Wukong's will. Everything dropped to find the RACER kill. But now they can continue moving. Galaxy Racer actually in the higher ground at the moment. Around the choke point, they're gonna roll in. Still on the Wukong. Nice one! Fatal Bonds! Oh my god! Radiant! They don't care about fighting into the Wukong. Look at the combo! But it doesn't matter. MidOne. He's got the backup of Mushi. He's got the backup of KP. He stands his ground. KYXY might still fall. A blink away. What just happened?
Well, that is the power, right? Like I talked about it in the draft. You've got the potential of the fatal bonds with the magnetize when you're able to get in there on the Earth Spirit. And, you know, to be fair, they were all clumped up together as 5, so it was a really nice usage of it all. The Abaddon is good because it is able to get rid of one of them, but I mean it's not enough to deal with still 4 people being linked up with the bonds together. Sorry, with the rock together as well. It's just way too much of a lead though. MidOne, a tiny bit of a misplay there. He didn't end up using the Boundless Strike to kill the Warlock, and then it was a little off point with being able to pick off the Centaur, so wasn't able to clean up either one of them. Still though, SMG, they're happy. They know that these big ultimates were just used. No Stampede, no Magnetize, no Chaotic Offering. Go really aggressive and look to push their advantage. Even though...
Oh, Mizu, oh no. Nice doppel.
Miracle's playing this really well. It's 20 minutes, so he's got the Ag Shard. It's going to make things a little bit easier, but again, Battle Fury on a Monkey King with the Ag Scepter. You can just stand your ground essentially, and that'll deal with these PL illusions. Down,
see.
They can go for Outpost. Not needing it every 20 minutes, sorry, every 10 minutes now. It's every 1 minute, so it's just gonna, you know, make some of those key experience timings really start to hurt. I mean, even just taking away the Collison from hitting level 12 is huge. You get to double damage that your magnetized ticks for. You saw how effective that was in that current team fight. Well, a lot less effective now that they've taken all of this passive experience away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, they got the Aegis in the hands for another 2 minutes 30 here, so SMG move on more. They're actually thinking about going high ground. I mean, how do you take a fight? Yeah, the rock's on cooldown.
Worst case, you just lay down your Wukongs and start hitting him.
It's a bit awkward going into this. They're gonna have rock up in 15. Fatal bonds with the Phantom Lancer Lance. Yeah.
Dire structures are fortified.
Fatal Bonds is on one person right now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Rocks up in a couple seconds. KYXY tries to start the fight. They're gonna drop the rock in the back, but where's the extra initiation? Radiant. They haven't utilized the rock to full usage here. It just gets dropped for nothing. Miz is gonna try and clean off our food. We'll be able to do so.
Yeah, they're just gonna...
They've already lost 2 heroes, and now Dai can just stand their ground. Mushi will fall. Mizu is doing a lot of work with the illusions. He's gonna try and hit KP. They're completely avoiding the Phantom Lance with the Roman. Mizu's making him pay for it as he gets a triple Boundless Strike. They're finally able to bring down the Phantom Lance, and now SMG, the 2 cores, they can go back in. MidOne still got the Aegis for another minute 10 here. Mizu's actually going to buy back, so he's going to try and punish how deep SMG are, and MidOne just has to sit his ground and man fight, but KP is going to come back. He's got the boots of travel. He'll be able to rejoin this fight. Nia as well as TP back, and hopefully has a Remnant to help out. He's going to join them now. Remnant now, is it enough though? They're going to be careful. Mizu's actually going to end up falling. KP finds him with the axes, and now KYXY Stampede didn't allow him to reset.
Barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks.
That is a 23-minute dieback on your position 1 carry that was doing pretty well.
Oh, they called. Wow.
The gold front end, yeah. I mean, it's very hard to come back from. And it felt like an all-or-nothing play. And again, Master, you cannot give it away. I feel like with the Grimstroke as well, it's an insane combination. We saw how flexible they were able to be with it, both just from the pure damage. It enabled them to push with the Inner Beast Aura. You've got the BKB piercing stun combo together with the Soul Binds. Like, it's way too